Going on, y'all? Nas tapping in with another Energy Intel session video. I want to say thank you guys for tapping in and supporting me on this journey, right? I know a lot of you guys may not be familiar with me, with my face, with my voice, with a lot of the things I'm pushing out, but I am somebody who has 10-year plus experience in this field, from building businesses to, program systems, creatively. Um, I have, years of experience in this field of tech. My whole life I've just been into tech and, the technical things of stuff. And then when AI hit, I dove right into that. So, I'm familiar with the blockchain, AI, agencies, crypto, pretty much this whole new ecosystem. I have been uh, not only already on it since I was young, but I've been preparing and learning and implementing and gaining the knowledge and experience to be able to make these videos and share the information with you guys. So for those that have tapped in, we had about 660 subscribers. So I'm gonna definitely salute you guys that's been subscribing, not only watching the videos, but making those extra moves to show you guys are really committed to the channel. So shout out to you guys. Secondly, if you guys are not, if you haven't seen the last video I put out, pretty much is just another wake up call. I want to push these messages out throughout the year. That way people start waking up, people start becoming more aware of where we headed to. So that way they can get, into these, one-on-one classes, or get these freebies that I'm dropping to help them and their family, learn these skills as such, right? Um, and yeah, man, just want to again wish you guys, peace and abundance in whatever you guys are doing. I am here for those that's coming from the bottom, those that's trying to get out of their situations, those that want to change generational curses. Nas Energy Intel is for you. So there's a place where you can go, learn, not be judged, be around like-minded individuals and understand that people know where you come from and people know where you're trying to go. So let's hop right into it, y'all. This video is going to be about my Energy Intel architecture, right? My ecosystem, my hub, pretty much how I use OpenClaw and these agents to help me build, develop, and basically organize my ideas, my projects, and where I want to go with pretty much this next 10 years, decade, right? So I'm going to let you in on my projects. I'm going to let you in on how I use OpenClaw, on the use cases I use it for, the skills that I have, and pretty much how you can do this for yourself and how you can, pretty much just set up an ecosystem or just a place where you and your agent can build, can be organized, and it can not only give you information but help you develop that information into better and more thought out ideas, right? So this right here is my architecture. This is going to show my live sites, pretty much a lot of the sites that I do have. It's going to show the projects that I'm working on the back end. It's going to show you my skills. So 15 skills currently this agent has. And I'm going to show you a list of them, show you, some of the things and some of the skills that it can do and how you can get your agent to have these skills. And I pretty much talk to my agent between two channels. That's Telegram and Discord. So those are the channels you guys can set up for your agent. They have a bunch of other ones: WhatsApp, iMessage, the standard dashboard. But it's just really about your preference and how much you communicate with your agents, and the flow that you guys will build, right? So this is an overview of just what my agent is and what it does, right? And what it has inside. Now, we're going to go to pretty much the flow of it, right? I'm going to show you guys how when you set up your agent on your computer, this is pretty much a standard flow that all agents will have, but depending on your use case, depending on what you are doing with your agent, will, results may vary. But we first want to, once we set up OpenClaw and install it on our computer, we're going to have to, find a place again, the channel to talk to it through, whether that's Telegram, Discord, iMessage, the original traditional dashboard. You'll find out which one will work best for you when you set it up. But the flow is basically you input it where you talking to it at. It goes through the OpenClaw gateway, so that goes through the open source OpenClaw gateway where your agent lives theoretically or was born. But then it comes back to your agent, which is my energy claw, um, and that is where your agent now will handle the task, right? So based on the skills that you gave it, based on the information right here, based on all of those things, your agent will now go into your toolbox of skills and integrations. It will go into your memory, your soul, these things that agents have. It will go into that and figure out if it can actually do your job that you want, right? And if it can't, um, what's cool about these agents is they pretty much have this self, fix, right? If they don't have the necessary skill to complete the task, they will search the internet if you have it set up where they will find that skill and ask you or see if you want to proceed with getting that skill to do the completed task. So that's something pretty cool that regular chat and these other agents or LLMs, large language models, um, don't really have. Like it doesn't have the ability to think as far as to do like it, because these agents are autonomous. When it offers solutions like that, it can actually do this solution, right? With ChatGPT or Gemini or these regular large language models that aren't really focused on the agency, they can't do that. So they can tell you, hey, I think you should do this, or maybe you should try this, and you will still have to do it. With these agents, when they offer you a suggestion like, hey, I think we should do this first, then this, um, it can actually do that first before it does the second job. So that's what I like about these agents right now is that they're getting smarter. The more you build with it, the more you communicate with it, it will learn your style. It will become more in tune with what you will choose to do. So sometimes if I find when I'm working on some projects and I may say do something completely different, it may remind me like, hey, usually you make this choice. Do you want to do that choice originally, or are you still sure you want to move forward in another direction? And I like that because that keeps me on track. It keeps me reminded, especially if I go too far, very left or right, kind of reminds me to come back on track to the original task and, complete the job how I intended it versus getting caught up in all the mumbo jumbo thoughts of maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that, right? So I like that, man. And this would be the flow of all of that information for you guys once you built it up. Now, I'm going to bring you a little bit more deeper into the ecosystem and how I set my agent up and how it helps me throughout the days, right? Please, again, if you guys, made it this far, like, subscribe. This is pretty much showing you guys a lot of things that you may get inspired by, may want to build on for yourself. So you can reach out to me if you have any questions, or just understand OpenClaw a little bit more. It's deeper than just a chatbot. It's deeper than just an AI assistant. This is like my second brain here. So let's dive right. Continue. Let's go in. So this is the core platform of pretty much your OpenClaw or your agent will have, right? I got mines to have, again, OpenClaw Gateway. That will be pretty much the open source OpenClaw, you know, uh, stack that I'm pulling from to bring it to now my energy agent, right? So the agent that I've built is pulling everything from the OpenClaw Gateway, but building it for my energy agent memory file system and understanding, right? So that's the main thing that I'm focused on building, protecting, and just making sure that every time I'm logged in or, activates the energy claw, that it's remembering from its last session, it's not forgetting anything. It's giving me, updates and the tasks that I have to complete that we talked about. So I'm just building up the energy agent to be more aware and more persistent with its memory and the tasks that I do give it. And then my GitHub. So the cool thing with this is you can connect it to your GitHub and it can automatically push out your updates, your repos, and all that. So you can actually connect your OpenClaw to your GitHub, push your repos automatically, and never log into your GitHub again. So again, the communication, like I said, I talk to it through the Telegram bot. Um, this is my Telegram group. So I have the 6 topics in here that the OpenClaw pretty much manages throughout that group. So it send me stuff for finance, tips, health tips, business tips, tech tips, and personal system reminders for, again, like I said, me and the tasks that we do. Also, Discord is another place. It says disabled. Got to figure out why that is disabled, but I know I do have the Discord connected, so gotta fix that. Now, this is the business side of things. Own Your Web is my side part of the ecosystem. This is where I help entrepreneurs, creatives, business owners pretty much own their systems, own their web, right? We're removing people from the Shopify's, from the middleman, from the Squarespaces, and we're teaching people how they can set up their own uh, web, hosting sites on their own local, computer. It's not for everybody, but for those that understand ownership, that want more ownership, this is something to check out. You know, if you guys want to go in that way, if you guys are some business owners, if you guys, entrepreneurs who don't really know the ins and outs, but you want to make sure you own all your data, your clients, your money. Um, Check this out, man. Reach out to me. Reach out to Energy or Shop Naj GFX to help you get on board with owning your own web. We do landing pages, got demo sites on there, sign up forms, bookings. So pretty much the whole works. You can get a full stack built for you and your business, right? The Energy Intel. This place is pretty much the learning hub of the system, right? Which everything encompasses of Shop Nines Graphics, Energy Learn, Own Your Web, and pretty much anything that evolves Energy Intel will be on the ecosystem page. I don't want to click that page yet because I just want to stick to this. So we're going to show you that video or show you that page on another video. Again, YouTube channel, subscribe to that's what this video was on. If you guys want to learn about these tools, I'm putting out a series right now, currently explaining a lot of AI products, which are visual products that are being released, where you guys can create videos, content with these AI tools. So check that out. Make sure you guys like those videos so I can keep pushing out more and making sure you guys want them. And then again, the Discord community, right? A few products we got that we building out, shipping out digital products. We got an energy prompt vault. That's something I've been putting together for over the last few years, kind of just putting a lot of my favorite prompts for helping with creativity, for helping with productivity, organizing, just a bunch of my favorite prompts that I've used over the years. So this is not created with nothing. These are legit my prompts that I have used to help me build out some systems and things that I've been working on. The Ollie's Word of Knowledge, that is not a product. That is one of my website's clients, so that has to be removed. But I have a bro to bro journal for the guys. A lot of us guys, we have trouble reading. We're not reading, and we only constantly doom scrolling or just reading a bunch of things that don't really help us in the long run, right? So I put my bro to bro journal together just to give some free game, from free words of my personal, insights on things. So, that can give you guys some realness, move away from the doom scrolling, move away from, some BS reading and start to really, implement some vocabulary and some real life game into your, system. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing gotta buy it. If you guys want that, I'll put that in the description where you guys can just, save the website and update it, and then it'll be updated, with some new notes and entries, right? Boom. This is big because I've been getting development and I am finally on version 7 of this, right? So version 7 currently of the energy trading bot um is producing some good results, right? We just implemented a stop loss on it. We're working on pretty much getting the timings of each market to be as accurate and close as possible. So with a lot of these API keys and a lot of these, connectings, it's a delay. What I'm working on now is making sure that there's no delay, or the delay is as short as possible, so that way we can get into the trade quickly and we can get out of the trade as quickly. So if you guys are interested in that, man, definitely you want to tap in with the energy intel, so that way, we can use your mind. You can, get some help, feedback on building these trading bots with these agents, because that's also the next big thing that's finna go up soon, is using these agents to trade and get on the blockchain and, you know, learn this information and, get the plays before everybody else get them. So definitely, if you guys are into that, tap in with me. We gonna, keep pushing out more updates on the Kalshi bot. With OpenClaw being on your computer as well, these agents can get integrated with a lot of your websites and things you already have. So what I got some integrations with is Cal.com. That's a calendar booking site. Automatically books my, any bookings, lets me know what bookings I have. And it pretty much can create new bookings as well. FormSpree, that's my form submissions, where it's on my websites. People fill out forms, get any information you can pull, or get their email addresses, and store as, your data. So these would be the people that, you can look up and send out things to in regards to you building your own website. Right. Again, the Kalshi API keys. API key is important because with these API keys in your agent, you can connect and pretty much just uh, connect your agent to these applications, and the agent can then work through the application because of the API key. So keep that in mind. Minimax. Minimax is another fan favorite model for me. So if you guys want to use different models for your agent, definitely check out Minimax. All right. Skills and capabilities. So, like I said before, your agent will have skills that you guys can give it to build it up, to make it be better, smarter, more creative, whatever you guys, want your agent to become. There are skills that you must give it, so that way it can understand itself and do the actual task that you are trying to give it, right? So a few of my skills that I gave my agent is, stuff like browse. That's how you get your agent to browse the web. So before, a lot of you guys, may first install it, you may be wondering why it's not working, why it's not scraping the web, why it's not doing what you're asking it to do on these websites. You guys got to download and install that skill, so that way it understands how to browse and be interactive with websites, right? Uh, Clips. This is a trading thing that I just added to the bot. BNB, the blockchain just released this. So if you guys want to check that out, Binance just put this out. So um, I haven't had too much time to mess around with it, see what it do. I just installed the skill, so when I'm ready to get on it, it's already there. Um, but definitely check that out, man. These skills will help make sure your agent is on top of everything, right? Health check, that's even a big one, man. Having this installed on your agent will make sure it periodically checks the status and the health of the agent, making sure it's not, going overboard, making sure, tokens are being used right, making sure logs and things aren't getting too full capacity. that's just a health check. You know, you can set it to however long you want it to, you know, frequently check the system health. But that's going to be important as well. So definitely check out skills, understand skills, because without skills, your agent will not be pretty much useful. And man, yeah, so this is pretty much some of the pending things I got. Like I said, the clip, the Binance chain, I just installed that, so I haven't really dove into that. Um, my custom domain, that should be live actually. So because I was working on that. So the whole ecosystem should be on this website now. My Gumroad, again, I just put out the prompt vault. So that is on the Gumroad and is live right now. I'll put all that in the description. Stripe account, I think I had some Stripe account, but you can even set up your Stripe account. If you guys have Stripe accounts, give it your API keys, create payment links, create products, and it'll all do that through the agent and your API key. You wouldn't even have to log into Stripe anymore. Just connect the API key, um, connect it to the Claude agent, and boom, you're good to go. So, this was a longer video, but I definitely wanted to get this out there to those that just wanted a more detailed breakdown of how I use it, how you can use it, and you know, just tired of the simple. You know, I was recording a lot of videos with my phone and having voiceover. So, if you guys was watching some of the old videos, I'm doing this to try to, you know, just give a better experience, give a better way of the information, for those that may want it a different way. So, thank you guys for tuning in, for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. And don't forget, if you guys are interested, I have one-on-one classes available. So those will be on the ecosystem website as well. If you guys want to tap in, get a one-on-one session with me, break them things down, get some exclusive tools that I ain't dropped yet, do that. That'll be on the website. And man, yeah, have a great rest of your March. Have a great money making March. You know, it's a motivated March. It's a manifested March. It's a March where a lot of things that you have thought about, worked about, read about will start coming to life for you. Right? So just take that into account when you close this video, is that this March will be manifested for you, will be money for you, will be more moves to make for you. Remember that. This is Energy Intel. I'm out.